What's up, guys? Future Concept Screencast here with the fallout from the Worldwide Developers Conference that just finished not too long ago. One of the first things that Steve Jobs talked about was the iBook store. iBooks, as we all know, is the book reading app for the iPad. They added a couple new features for it. They added to control to tap and add a bookmark, some sticky notes, and the ability to view and read PDFs. And towards the end of the show, they actually said that the iBooks application was coming to the iPhone. So you'll be able to read books on the iPhone now, which is pretty cool. Steve Jobs also talked about the App Store. They introduced 3 new apps for the App Store. One called Netflix, which pretty much does the same service on your TV, iPad, or laptop, and it also allows you to resume. If you're watching a movie somewhere else, you can resume the current movie on your iPhone. They also introduced Farmville for iPhone, one of the most famous games there is, and Guitar Hero. As we all know, Guitar Hero is played by everyone on the Xbox and on the PS3, and now you'll be able to play it on your iPhone. And then they went on to introduce the main attraction, iPhone 4. And as you can see in the pictures, it looks a little different than the ones we have now, but to me, they look a little better. Some of the features that they introduced, it now has a glass front and back. It has stainless steel around the edges. And one of the cool things about that is that they integrated the antenna right into the stainless steel. There's the GPS, there's the GSM. All of those antennas are integrated into that stainless steel. It is thinner than the 3GS, and it's the thinnest smartphone on the planet. It's got new volume buttons. It's got a mute button. It's got the front-facing camera and the receiver, which is one of the most requested features that there's been on the iPhone. It's got the camera LED flash, and it's got 326 pixels per inch. There is no display like this on any other phone in the world. It has a 960 by 640 display. It runs the A4 chip, which is the same chip that's inside the iPad, making this iPhone pretty fast as the iPad. It's got a bigger battery, which allows for more talk time, 5 to 7 hours, more 3G browsing, 6 hours, more Wi-Fi browsing, 10 hours. Listen to music for 40 hours, and it has a standby of 300 hours. You have up to 32 gigs of storage. There's 2 different versions, a 16 gig and a 32 gig. You have 802.11G and you have N. You have GPS and Bluetooth, and you actually have a gyroscope that actually integrates with the accelerometer. So when you're playing games, you're going to get a better reaction, and it's going to feel better when you're playing games. It's going to do, when you spin around in circles, it's actually going to spin around in circles on the game itself, for example. The camera app has 5x digital zoom with tap to focus. The video camera records 720p video at 30 frames per second. And it's got tap to focus video. It's got the built-in video editing, one-click sharing, and a big surprise that none of us expected was iMovie for the iPhone. Now you can film a little video with your iPhone and go ahead and edit it with iMovie, same thing that we do on our Mac desktops. Steve Jobs' one more thing was something that we all pretty much predicted, and that is the FaceTime. FaceTime is video chat. So when you're making a phone call, you have the option, if you're connected to Wi-Fi, you have the option to have a video call with somebody, and they'll be able to see you and you'll be able to see them. But you need to be on Wi-Fi. Steve Jobs mentioned that we can't use cellular yet. The network is not up to par for that yet, but if you're on Wi-Fi, you'll be able to do the video calling. The pricing for the new iPhone, at&t updated the upgrade eligibility, so you will now be able to, if your contract expires in 2010, you have an early eligibility to upgrade for up to 6 months. So I remember I had my upgrade eligibility not until December. So now that's taken away, and if I wanted to get the iPhone when it comes out, I can now upgrade it at a discounted price. The two prices for the iPhone: 16 gig for $199, 32 gig for $299, and they come in white and black. They used to be just white and black on the back, but now they're white and black on both sides. The iPhone is going to be available at Apple stores, at the at&t retail stores, at Best Buy, and Walmart. It'll be released June 24th, and the pre-orders begin June 15th. iOS 4, which is what they renamed the operating system that we use on our mobile devices, that's going to be available to upgrade for the iPhone 3G, the 3GS, the 4, and the iPod Touch on June 21st. There's no multitasking, the 3G and the Touch, and it's going to be available for the iPad in the fall.
Cool. That's amazing.